As we look at continued things we can do to make our property shine, to make sure the buyer wants to buy it, we can look at what we've done as far as deferring maintenance or not doing a structural repair in our property. Because I think really we have to make sure that if there's no really holes in the wall. You know, if we've taken pictures down, we want to fill those holes, right? And maybe even paint over them. You know, we don't want to buy somebody else's wear and tear on the property. We want to think, even in an old house, that it's a new property for us. We want that house to be move-in ready. Similarly, roofs or roof replacement. Now, insurance, we've talked about insurance costs. We've talked about how they've gone up and they continue to go up. And we know that insurance companies are really scrutinizing the roofs in Florida. We get hurricanes here. So when you're buying a house, the buyer is going to look at least 3 years, if not 5 years left on the roof. If your roof is not at least 3 years ready, then you need to consider doing something to the roof, which will allow the buyer and you to get an insurance premium reduction. So some of these improvements are not only good for the buyer, but they're also good for the seller. And again, we've talked also about the home air conditioning system going with your increased SEER rating. Let's also talk about the plumbing and the electric. So we know many of these houses were built in the 60s. We have cast iron pipes. We want to make sure that those pipes are not ready to break, because we know with cast iron, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We want to make sure that the buyer is buying a house where the plumbing is in good shape. So you'll find the buyers are now hiring plumbers. They'll run a camera through your pipes to find out the condition of the pipe. As a seller, you may want to do the same thing to understand exactly what your pipes look like and what that would cost, so that you can use that as a negotiating factor with the buyer. Don't be caught off guard. Similarly, electric. Is your electric box updated, and is it according to current code? I can tell you that in my property, which I bought 12 years ago, the electric was updated, and now it's not updated as to today's requirements. Now that kind of makes me irritated, because I'm going to have to do another upgrade, but it also makes me realize that if I do the upgrade, and if I add that additional safety feature with the upgrade, I'll be less likely to have a short and less likely to have a house fire. So again, we're looking at deferred maintenance and structural repair items to make sure that we pay attention. Is the roof good? Is the air conditioning good? Is the electric good? Is the plumbing good? Because the buyer is going to find out in their inspection. Let's know about it before the buyer does that inspection, so you can negotiate it and save some money. Thank you.